Hello everybody, so this is your weekly update for the week that begins on 11/9. We got a little bit of craziness with the lab schedule. So some of you are scheduled to do the Vesper experiment. That would be group B at home this week. Those kits need to come back whenever your lab would normally meet. So my class will need to bring it back by Tuesday. That gives you a little bit of a tight timeline trying to get the Vesper work done. The videos have all been uploaded in Module 6, okay? And so you basically want to go through, print these notes, take notes on it. You got to get through all the videos to understand how to do the lab, okay? I also want to remind everybody I have office hours on Monday and Tuesday that you can come and get help. I have them Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday also, but earlier in the week is better because you do need to return the kit because Group A needs to pick it up in lab this week. So please make sure you're conscientious about bringing back those materials when you're finished with them. And again, come and see me, come and see your lab professors if you're stuck. But start by watching the videos in Module 6, okay? So that's our lecture content for this week. But it also is essential for those of you who are in Group B learning to do the Vesper experiment. Group A also has some craziness in lab. So this week, you guys get to do the silver solder analysis experiment. And this is your opportunity to use a chemical instrument. We don't call them machines because machines don't analyze things, okay? Chemical instruments are used to quantify the amount of substance in various ways. So this is the first time you're getting to do that, and it's a really neat exposure to a category of chemistry called analytical chemistry, okay? And this is used all over the place. So if you recall the Flint water crisis, where there's a whole bunch of lead in the water in Flint, Michigan, that comes from an analysis very similar to what you're going to do this week. You guys are looking at silver, but the same instrument was used by university students to find that there was a lot of lead in Flint, Michigan in their water supply. So same kind of idea. And so this is a very robust area of work in terms of career options. If you like doing the instrumental work, this can lead you to work for places locally like Indium and a variety of other metal labs that are around the area. Anyway, so when you do this experiment, you have to be able to use the instrument correctly, and your instructor can't sit there and show you how to do it. So I made you a pre-lab video that shows step by step how to use the instrument. It discusses all the parameters of this experiment. It's very critical that you go on and watch that video. Then in your Blackboard site for lab, there is a lab quiz. In order to use the instrument, which is the bulk of the experiment you're doing this week, you must go in and take that pre-lab quiz as well. So you're going to have a pre-lab assignment, which you can find at the end here. You're going to have a pre-lab quiz. Both of those need to be done so you can do the experiment. Again, don't forget that I have office hours. Come and ask for help. Don't wait till the last minute to do these things. All right, and so that's what's coming up this week. For lecture, I'll put up our normal schedule at some point, but for the weekend right now, I want you to focus on watching the videos for Vesper and learning how to do that material. Group A, you're going to be doing that experiment next week. You're picking up the kit this week in lab. So you should still watch it and take your notes so you're ready for that experiment when you do it on your own. Okay, I hope everybody enjoys this. I like this part. This experiment is one of my favorite, in both of them actually. The other thing to remember about Vesper is if you take pictures of your molecular models, load them into a word processor so you have one file with all your pictures, and include your written answers with your Lewis structures, you are going to have to print that experiment to do that. Okay, so your written answers need to be filled in into the table that I've provided to you. Don't forget the campus resources. You have printers and stuff. So what you're going to do is fill in the packet, take pictures of each model that you make, and turn that in, and it should be just 20 out of 20 if you've done it correctly. Okay, and the best way to make sure you do it correctly is to meet with your professor and show them your work. before you turn it in. So that's how we would normally do it in the lab, and that's what I would encourage you to do even if you're virtual for this week. Okay? It's a fun one, though, and it's really setting us up to understand how different substances interact with each other.